All right. Welcome to my brand new YouTube channel, TikTok channel, whatever you want to call it, Instagram channel. This is going to be my new trading channel. So, what I'm gonna do on this channel is pretty much, I'm not a perfect trader. I've been trading for about a year. I'm not perfect. I have a long way to go. I'm kind of trying to start out this content thing. I want to, make some money in new avenues. New different ways to make some money. So trading is definitely something that you should do, yes, but it's not something that you should always focus on 24/7. It's not something that you're supposed to be focused on 24/7. Maybe at the start, in order to gain the skill and know exactly what you're doing, but it's not something that you should be overly obsessed with, because in the trading world, you will find out very quickly that that's gonna hurt you in the long run. It's gonna hurt you real bad in the long run. Overly obsessing over trading. It's not like building a business. Building a business, you can work, you can overwork, you can put the hours in, and you can strive to become something by staying consistent and persistent and just putting in a whole bunch of hard labor. Trading is a little different. Maybe to learn the skill and maybe to back test, sure, but after that, you should not be overly obsessed with trading. You shouldn't even be thinking about trading. You should be trying to go to other avenues to make money for trading, or you should be going to other avenues so that way you can get your mind off of trading, so that way you can become a better trader. So yeah. So my name is Dimitri, but this is going to be my new channel, Smichi Trades NQ. And with this channel, I'm pretty much going to be, I might do live streams here and there. I might do trading recaps here and there. I might do beginner level trading education videos. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm nowhere near perfect in terms of trading. I'm trying to progress and progress and progress. That's all I really want to do, is progress. And I feel like, number one, making a YouTube channel is going to help me. If I'm doing different things, it's going to help me simultaneously in the trading world. Like I said, I'm not going to be overly obsessed with trading. Trading should not be your one and only thing that you're doing to make some money. You should be in other avenues. With trading, you're gonna notice, if you haven't traded before and you're going into trading brand new, you're going to notice very quickly that overly obsessing with trading, it's only gonna lead you down. And you'll also notice, once you start gaining experience, once you notice that and you start taking your mind off of trading, that's when you become the better trader. They say you can learn all the terminologies and you can learn all the skills in trading, sure, but that doesn't necessarily make you a better trader. Your psychology is number one. Your emotions is number one. How you approach trading is number one. So that's what we all need to be striving for, is better psychology, learning how to handle our emotions, and that's how we become a better trader. But not only that, that's how we become better human beings. Trading is a direct reflection of you and your life. Like I said, I'm not perfect. Obviously, I wouldn't even consider myself a profitable trader. I know a lot about trading. I've had very profitable months, but I am not a profitable trader. Why? Because I'm still blowing funded accounts. I still lose money. And if I was profitable, I would have my emotions on check, but I don't, not 100%. And in the journey, you're not gonna have perfect emotions, whether you start or whether you're 3-4 years in and you're making all this money. You'll still never have your emotions and psychology at 100%. But it's about the progression. It's not about being perfect. It's about progressing. And part of progressing is focusing on skill and not focusing on emotions and trying to trying to make $1 million tomorrow. You know, like Kobe Bryant said, you got to work every single day. Work every single day. One step at a time. One step at a time. Do not try to become Kobe Bryant tomorrow, because that's when you will lose everything. That's when the markets will humble you. That's when life will humble you. You have to take certain steps. Slowly build, work, slow. It's a slow grind. It's not supposed to be fun. Trading or anything in this world that you're building towards, it's not really supposed to be fun. You know, yeah, you can have a passion for it, but the work that requires to do the certain thing is not supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be slow, steady grind, you know? So, yeah. So we will be starting, I will be starting making trading recaps and live trading recaps. Like I said, I trade NASDAQ, so I don't really trade anything else. I maybe trade the S&P, but that's really it. Sometimes I'll dabble into gold, but for this channel, I'm strictly sticking to NASDAQ. You know, that's pretty much what I'm good at, really. That's kind of what I've been trading, even though I'm kind of more profitable on gold. But I've been mastering NASDAQ, and I've been learning more on NASDAQ. Gold is kind of a currency where I'm not really too good at it, even though I'm more profitable on gold. But yeah, so this is what I will be doing. This is kind of like an introduction video for me, so sorry this is not perfect. This is actually probably a very cringe video once you guys see it and digest it. But stick with me, I promise. I'm gonna get better. We will get better. We will become better traders, and I will simultaneously become a better content creator on top of it. Because like I said, you have to be putting your eggs in different baskets when you're trading specifically. If you're doing other businesses, yeah, sure, you put all your eggs in one basket. But you have to be doing something else on top of trading. You can't just be trading, you know? That's how you lose focus. I mean, unless you're already profitable and you're already on top and you're already making thousands and thousands of dollars and you don't really have to do shit and, you know, you live in your own life, sure, whatever. But if you're unprofitable, like me, you really need to focus on other things. You need to have a 9-to-5. You need to have a 9-to-5 because you need to fund trading. Obviously, you're not just gonna make money out of thin air. You need to be funding your trading accounts, whether it's your funded account or it's your live account. You cannot be stressing over making $1 million tomorrow. You have to be making money outside of trading. So if you are unprofitable, yes, you need a 9-to-5. How are you going to pay for these funded accounts? But with thin air? With your last check of what? How are you going to pay for it? With your last dollar in your bank account? No, you need a 9-to-5, obviously. You better put in some overtime in your job. If you're not making enough money, well, whoop-de-doo, you better go get another job. You better go make some more money, because if you're going into this trading thing with a scarcity mindset, guess what? You're going to get scarcity results, meaning the market is going to humble you very quickly. It's going to take every single dollar that you have of your hard-earned money, and it's not going to feel anything for you. So you really need to be making more money outside of trading. This channel is pretty much going to be a psychology channel, really. And it's just going to be me progressing as a trader, but it's going to be me also talking to myself, saying, hey, you need to work on this, this, and that. Not skill-wise. Skill-wise, I pretty much know a lot. You know, I know what an order block is. I know what a fair value gap is. I know what a trend is. I know which time frames to go into to, you know, figure out what trade so that I can zoom into a certain time frame to get the precise entry. And I know what days to stay away from. I know what days to trade. I know to stay away from bank holidays. I know these different things, these different skills. Skills is only going to get you so far. You need psychology. You need emotions. You need to check your emotions. You need psychology. So that's mainly what this channel is going to be. It's pretty much going to be psychology. Yes, we're going to go into a little bit of skills here and there, you know. Of course, we're going to go into skills. It's trading. We have to go into skills. If you're watching this, you're unprofitable. Okay, let's just keep it a whole stack. If you're watching this, you're unprofitable. Ain't no profitable trader watching this channel. Sorry, it's just not happening. If you're profitable, you already know you're profitable. You already have your emotions in check, and you don't need to watch channels like this because you already have your own strategy on lock. You already have your psychology on lock. You already have your money management on lock. You already have your risk management on lock. You don't need channels like this. You're only watching this because you are unprofitable. The reason why you're unprofitable is, sure, you might not know the skill, but your psychology is out of whack. You need to improve your psychology. So this will be mainly a psychology channel. Mainly. There'll be certain skills, of course. Like, we will definitely be learning what a fair value gap is, because I am an ICT trader, and with ICT trading, fair value gaps is one of the main confluences you need in order to trade. So we can start off by, if you guys know what a fair value gap is already, don't even say nothing. You know, figure out what I'm doing on these charts. I'm marking out fair value gaps. And yeah, you can figure it out for yourself. And this will be the first video of my channel. So I thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for taking the time out of your day and watching my channel. And I will see you on the next video. Deuces.